Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My name is James Reyes. I am the box office artist. Welcome. It's early, guys. 5 a.m. in the morning, Eastern time, and I'm here on this channel live with you. I'm a professional artist for 25 years, working on things like Marvel, DC, comics, film, Transformers, all that jazz. YouTuber for 12 years now, and you guys voted. And today we are doing Marvel Rivals today. About time. But we're doing something a little bit different, okay? All these pieces here that we put up here are actually already drawn. I've drawn them already. So what we are going to do today, number one, we are going to finish coloring. We're going to start off by doing some colors today. Now, again, I just started coloring on this channel, so we're going to do some digital colors today on my Marvel Rivals Jeff the Shark piece. After which, we'll see how long it takes, and after that, we will be doing some drawing. We're going to be doing a time challenge, okay? So, as of right now, the Marvel Rivals Jeff the Shark piece, that took me roughly around almost 3 hours to do. Now, if the coloring takes me an hour, then we are going to be doing a 40-minute Jeff the Shark piece. If it takes me 2 hours to finish coloring, then we'll do a 5-hour Jeff the Shark piece, okay? You see how that works? Okay, that's how we're going to do it today, all right? But thank you to everybody who's joining in on the stream today. Patriarch 1985 says, good morning, my friends. Good morning, Walter. Good to see you. Didymos, good to see you. Delay, good to see you. Derek, good morning. Mario, always good to see you guys. Okay, so right now I am going to reveal the actual Marvel Rivals piece that I did. And it's cute, I think. It's cute. And apologies, I want to play some music here. I'm not sure why it's not playing. I'm not sure why it's not recognizing where my music is. So let me just see if I can get the music going here quickly first. Let's see if it'll play. There you go. There it's playing. Now it's playing. Because, you know, I could try to talk every single second, but we'll do our best here. But again, yes, that does mean I will eventually do one of these three, okay? I know Shredder. A lot of people really want me to do Shredder today. We'll probably do Shredder in a couple days then, if that's the case. But again, vote. All these pieces I've done already, and all of them need color. So, and a time challenge attached to it. So we will do that, okay, guys? So let's go ahead and start this off. Hello, Mr. Flaxen Waxen. Hello, Ace24. Good morning. Yeah, everyone's the young people over here, right? You guys ready to see it, though? You guys ready to see the piece? Let's do that. Then, here we go. Okay, guys. You guys ready? Here we go. Ready? One, 2, 3. There it is, guys. This is our Jeff the Shark piece. So cute. So cute. So this is the scan of the drawing, and I'm going to show you my entire coloring process. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing this morning. First of all, I'm hoping at the max 2 hours to actually get this fully colored here. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do is I have the layer here. Maybe I could show you guys the layers so you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. Let me put this out here like this. Can I do this? Yeah, I can do that. Okay. So you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. Get the layers going on here. And pull this over like that. Okay. And move this up so my head's not in the way. Okay. So right now, flat layer here. Oh yes, Mario, I did receive your message. I will respond to you a little bit later today. Okay, I'll give you a quote for what it is. I think I messaged you though. I do want to know. Did you want it in color or did you want it in black and white, my friend? By the way, I did finish Knuckle Sandwich's commission yesterday, completely, fully colored and everything. So you will eventually see that. So thank you to everyone who went into the other stream yesterday. We did a bonus stream yesterday afternoon doing Knuckle Sandwich's colors. All right, guys. So I'm going to show you my process in coloring here, okay? So we have one layer here. This is the scan. The very first thing we're going to do is going to clean the scan up, okay? That's the very first thing we're going to do. And I'm not going to touch the one above me so that you can always see overall. But I'm going to go in here. And as you can see here, this is a scan. So you can also see the pencil marks here, the sketchiness. So I'm going to go ahead and level this out a little bit. I'm going to level this out, kind of clean up a little bit, like so. And then darken. So I'm using a level here just to darken it. Black and white's all right? Okay, good. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good at all, guys. That's not good at all. I don't like that at all. Okay, guys. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Oh, man. Okay, guys. You're going to see the thumbnail for a second while I fix this, okay? That's the thumbnail. That is the thumbnail. Let me add my video here to the thumbnail while I fix this. Photoshop doesn't like me today, guys. What's going on? What's going on? I'm going to add me here. Hold on, guys. Just give me a second. Is it this one? Oh. You see my setup, guys. This is my setup. This is my desk and everything. But I usually zoom in. Let's see here. Let me see if I get it. Oh, man, I look tired. What's up with that? What's up with that? Let me get me very small here. As you can see, I got a little green screen going on here. So I'll go over here while I fix this Photoshop, okay? We're a little behind the scenes this morning, guys. A little behind the scenes how I do things. And then I do this. Whoops, not that. Then I do this. There you go. Hi, guys. I'm down in the corner. Technical difficulties. What's going on? Scratch discs. This is where having a good computer definitely comes in handy, my friends. It definitely does. But you saw my setup here. I got this big stand for my cameras and everything. So that's how it usually goes while I try to fix this Photoshop issue here. Okay. Technical difficulties. Okay, let me open up this file here. First of all, let me fix the scratch discs. Whoops, not image processing. Scratch disk I want. Scratch disk. Ugh. Technical difficulties. Come on, I gotta do some coloring, people. There we go. Okay, so now it should be okay. How's everyone doing this morning, though? Good to see you, and bear with me with all the technical difficulties that we got going on here today. Let's see here. Okay, we want Marvel Rivals. And we want the artwork. Okay. I think we're back in business here, guys. All right, let's try this again. Let us try this again. And hopefully we have no scratch this problems. Okay, let's go back to the colors here. Hey, we're back in business. All right, so first thing I got to do. So again, here's the scan. I'm going to go to Window, and I'm going to actually go to Arrange and put New Window for this. So we have two of them. And what I like to do is put them side by side, as you see here. I do before. So I always like one that I have here, so it's like backing up and seeing like the overall colors to everything. Okay, so I'm just going to do this like this. I'm going to put Control 0 so it fits in the screen here. Move this above my head so that we can see what's going on here. And I'm going to change this. This says background right now. And I'm going to pull this out a little bit more so you guys can see my layers and how I actually approach coloring here. Hey, I thought I moved you up. Did I move you up here? It doesn't matter. I'm going to double click this. I'm going to call this scan. Actually, this is a good exercise. I'm going to say scan here, and I'm not going to touch this anymore. This is how it is when I actually scan it in. So maybe it was a good thing that happened. So I'm going to do scan, and I'm going to actually, so you guys can see my layers here. I'm going to go scan, and I'm going to go, so I'm going to lock that, okay? But this is the actual copy. So this will be the line art. So I'm going to call this line art. And we will go there. Good morning, DFP Studios. Good morning. Yep, so keep drawing, guys. Keep drawing. Join the Discord. And I would love to see your Marvel Rival piece. We might do Marvel Rivals 2 days in a row. We might. We'll see how I feel at the end of the stream. So, okay, so let's go ahead and fix this again. We're going to try this again, guys. So again, we were doing this earlier. So as you can see, it's a scan here, so you can see the pencil marks and all that stuff here. Let's go ahead and clean that up. So I'm going to use a level here. Actually, maybe I'll even bring this here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to clean that up here like this. I'm going to darken up the lines just a bit like this. Also, one thing we're going to do is take the saturation and turn this completely black and white. Okay, so now it's black and white. There's no color at all in here. Let's take a quick look here. So this is where we're at right now. You can see all the line out. We got Thor here, Captain America, Iron Man. Again, not the most complicated piece, but I really wanted to focus on Jeff here. And that's what we're going to do. So that is the line art, okay? That is the line art. Next thing I like to do when I start coloring, I will actually take the background color. I like to take the background color of this. Okay. And I'll go ahead and fill that in, okay, so that it matches the back. And then, if you hit multiply, you see that it kind of blends in the background. If you hit multiply, then we can see through. Okay, so that's how we go ahead and color these things. So this is actually a first. I will actually show you my full coloring process of this guy. So next thing I do is I would like to cut out everything. I'm going to cut out everything. So I'm going to actually go here and check if these lines are complete here. You see, I might have like a little bit black here like this. So I'll take the brush here and fix up. Oops. Whoop, that's not black. Oh my gosh, my brush is slow today. That's not good at all. So I'm just going around here just to make sure it's all clean. For the most part, like things like this is not too bad, but because I'm going to be using like a little picker tool. Why is my thing so slow? See, look at that. That's not good. Okay. What I don't want it is to select it inside here, so that's why I'll just add a few dots here, just to make sure everything's connected, like that, and everything else should come out when I do the selection here. Looks good. I don't know why my thing's so slow. Like things like this was from a pencil mark. Just to clean up just a little bit, even here. Might get that little bit in there. So like that, okay? And then we're gonna go here. I'm gonna pick my my little magic wand here, 50% tolerance. Okay, I'm gonna select on the outside, so it shouldn't get anything on the inside. And then selecting everything that should be in the background. Mario said, keep checking, but can't find any message in my email. Okay. Oh, I apologize for Mario. Okay, I will try again. Check your spam, because I emailed you through. The website last night. So I'll check again, my friend. I'll check again. How do you scan your art? With the scanner, Phoenix. With the scanner, I do have a bigger scanner than normal, but I used to just use a regular printer scanner, guys. And Photoshop has this thing where you can actually, it automatically stitches the scan for you. That definitely helps, okay? So here, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to expand this. Expand. I'm going to select two pixels should be good. So expands it. So when you go here, you should see it's inside just a bit. But that should be enough to get rid of all the little itty bitty dots here. And there's a way to check that too. So you see all these dots here? Sometimes it would select those as well. So I'm going to Control-Shift-I. that, I'm going to Control J that. Control J. Now it's on a separate layer. So you see that? See, that should have gotten rid of the background. But here's how you check, guys. Okay, so here's how you check. I'm going to turn off the line art so we can see. And then I would go here and go FX. And I'm going to go stroke. And you see how if there was still little dots in this line art, this would actually, it would surround the dot. But it looks like we got rid of all of it. So that's a good thing. Okay, so there's no more dots there. So I'm using a stroke. We can see it even better if this was white. We can see it better if it's white. You could actually see that there's no more. Oh, there's a little bit one. You see that? You see that? Right there. Right there. Let me just give me a second here. Right there. This is how you can tell if there's still a dot. See that? Right there? See that? So I can go there and I can delete that and that's gone. Okay, so just take a quick look around. Make sure there's nothing there. So the next step here, so once that's cut out, I'm good to go. Next step is I like to cut out every character individually, okay? And then concentrate on every character individually. Now some like to actually just go and flat the whole thing and color it this way. I like to cut out every character because I want the leeway to add some effects behind it, add some glow behind it and all that stuff. Now it is a little bit tedious, but it's something that helps a lot. Okay, so I'm actually going to remove this effects. Whoops. I'm actually going to remove this effects layer here if I can. Let me. And I think clear layer style because we get rid of that. And now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to select these things. That's where I'm going to go ahead and use my trusty tablet here. So the very first thing I do is I just do a rough outline first, guys, because I want to, actually, you know what? I'm going to separate this from this white part here. So I start off the selection of very, very rough and loose one here. Because, you know, sometimes you select and then you you accidentally take out or like complete the line and then it goes crazy and then you have to redo the selection. That sucks. But there you go. Mario found it. There you go. DFP Studio says your Photoshop brush has a lag as well. Yeah, that sucks. Lags suck. Yeah, it's no good. Okay. Just give me a second, guys. I'm just going to organize this so I can read the chat a little bit better. There you go. There you go. That's better. So I can read the chat while going into here. Okay, so. So I already have a selection going here. Now, so we're going to go around here like so. See, that's why I like doing it in pieces, guys. I like doing it in pieces. Also, you know, when I get to these black parts here, thinking about the line width, that helps. And we're actually going to, I'm probably going to get rid of this white part here. So. But don't worry, guys. This stream won't be all digital coloring. We will actually do some line art. You know what I'm thinking about doing though? You know when we do the time challenge part? Depending what it is, I might actually go and get like a blank sketch cover. And we will actually do the time challenge on the sketch cover instead. I unfortunately don't have a Marvel Rivals sketch cover. I think they do have them. But I saw that they do have a Marvel Rivals comic. But I have one for Turtles, so I could actually do, when we do the Shredder one, I could do one for that. I don't think they have one for One Piece. As I go around here and this is the tedious part of it, guys, and the unfun part, but also necessary. Definitely necessary. And I know there's probably easier. Is there easier ways to do this, guys? Like object selection tool probably wouldn't do this as fast. And once I get here, I don't have to worry about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cut this out, this character out here, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. Like that. So that's that. I will erase this. I'll take this out. Okay. And then with my magic wand, I give it Alt and I'll click that off here like that. Whoops. You see that didn't work. You see that went inside there like that? All the way up to the tricep. But if we did something like this. There you go. Around, it looks pretty good. Okay, now we're going to cut out our first character. Control J. And then if we look at it, that is our Jeff the Shark all separated here, okay? Good morning, Rob. So that's good. So this is what I do, guys. Okay, so this is the line art. I'm going to actually call this Jeff BW, black and white. And I'm going to actually put this in a folder. I'm going to control select this and actually make a mask out of this. I'm going to make a mask. Look at this. And one more folder, I'm going to call this Jeff the Shark. Jeff the Shark, and then inside here, I'm going to add our gray color here as well. It's going inside there. And then I'm going to select this. You see that? And then I'm going to actually lighten this up. You lighten this like this. Okay? And now when I hit multiply, okay, it's lighter color. If I turn this off, you see that's a lighter color. Then that's my base. It will help me do the flats later on. But again, this is a little interesting. It's more my process. I'm showing you guys my process and how I do this. Okay, so I'm going to do that for everyone. And my apologies, this is going to get a little tedious, guys, but it's necessary. So that's Jeff the Shark. Okay, let's go ahead and do Thor. Now, the good thing about Thor is that he's almost cut out completely, almost. So this should go fast. So all this, like this is all cut out already. Whoops. So again, guys, I'm just doing a rough. That's here. Actually, I'm going to go in here. So everyone has a way they approach the coloring process. This is what works for me. I will say, guys, if you're learning Photoshop, any program, hotkeys, hotkeys, hotkeys. Learn your hotkeys. It takes, it might take a while, or even develop your own hotkeys. Hotkeys, hotkeys, hotkeys. Hotkeys will increase your speed infinitely. Infinitely. Is that a word? Exponentially. Infinitely. But the more you learn how to use hotkeys, the much faster you're going to go. Okay? And that's what I developed when I was working in film. I wasn't a Photoshop guy in film when I first started in film. It came eventually. Because, when I was working in comics, I didn't know the first thing about Photoshop. I was still trying to kind of figure it out. Like, I had enough to kind of scan something in and stuff. But it wasn't until I actually started working in film that, because a lot of my job required me to do Photoshop, made me learn how to get faster. Now I could go and, like for example, I could do something like this. I could go around like this. And then take my wand. Oops. Make sure the right layer. Subtract that. You could do something like that. That's actually probably faster. There you go. That's actually faster, more accurate here. Hi, Lay. Good morning. And we're almost done this one, guys. We're going to go ahead. Got the hammer here. Again, I'm not too worried about where we already cut out because we already cut out that part. There. And everything else is behind. So sometimes what I like to do is I kind of mimic what would be behind here. But it doesn't matter too much, guys, at the end of the day. Say something like that. Something like that, okay? From here, Control J again. Whoops. You see that? Cut out the middle there. I didn't want to do that. That's why you check. Okay, let's try it again. Control J. Did you miss Truman and Grandpa Robotnik in your Jim Carrey art? No, I didn't. There's tons of Jim Carrey characters. I decided to just do 4. And the reason I did just 4 is mainly because of time. I do want to finish one piece in every stream. Because he has like dozens of characters. Dozens of characters I could have included. Like I could definitely do a piece like the Rock piece with the Jim Carrey piece. But at the same time, I wanted to get it done. So that's why I focused on just 4 characters, 4 of my favorite characters. Of course, there are lots of characters that I could have done. Okay, and then just doing the same process here, guys, by the way. So it wasn't a I forgot in that sense. It was more more a choice not to include those characters, right? So, okay, so we got just the shark, we got Thor here. Okay, that's done. Oh, sorry. So I need to do this. Okay, now put this in the layer with the mask. Okay, and there's a reason for that. Actually, I forgot to do one thing here. Let's get rid of this part here. Okay. So that's Thor. So we got Thor, Jeff the Shark. We got Thor. Okay, now let's do Cap. Again, guys, because they'll get easier as we go along. We're almost done the prep work. So this is Cap. Again, I don't have to worry about anything that we cut out already. It's Cap. All we have to do is worry about how he interacts with Iron Man here. So definitely didn't forget. By the way, I did go to the Discord and I saw that some of you have done a Jim Carrey piece that looks great. Some of you have done other pieces. Again, I do need to fix the Discord. There's a lot of things I have to do. on that side. I am hoping to do a lot of that today. Today's a lot of computer stuff. Also, to those who are looking for a commission, I will hopefully respond to all of you today. I've been saying that for the past few days, but hopefully I will get that done today. So thank you to everybody, like my buddy Mario, who is requesting a commission. I appreciate that, my friend. So, okay, that's Captain America already. That's Captain America already. So I'm going to pick Control J again. Let's take a quick look. Okay, that is Captain America. I'm not worried about Jeff the Shark here, though I will get rid of this part here. Yeah, see, I'm even not even worried about that. Because it's going to be covered by the other characters, so it doesn't matter. Though I am... Okay. So what you guys are watching is my coloring process. This is how I do it, guys, with all my pieces. This is how I started off. Okay, and because I've actually gone to a more quote-unquote simple style with everything, it has allowed me to get a little bit faster. So again, not explain too much what's going on here because you see me do it already. So I'm going to try to do this stuff as quickly as possible so we can actually get to the coloring. Okay. And then we're going to do it one more time. Call this Cap. Next to the most important, guys, don't forget to save. Morning, Curly. It's too early for you, Curly. You're way too early. Too early for you. You're in New York. It's 5:40 in the morning. Get some sleep. There you go. Lay wants me to do Wicked or Voltus 5. I'd love to do both of those, actually. I probably will do a Wicked piece sooner than later. I did a Wizard of Oz piece. I have done a Wizard of Oz piece, and hopefully you guys will see that soon. Again, that's one of those that needs color. So, and we have, okay, one more we got to do, and of course that's Iron Man here. And this should be quick because he's pretty much almost cut out. To be honest, I don't really have to do much to this because everything's cut out in front of him already, but just to be safe. There you go. That should be good enough. Something like that. Okay. That's it for Iron Man. Control J that. There's our Iron Man. Don't worry about the hand and the extra bits. We won't see that anyway, okay? So. Gonna do the same thing. Morning, Matthew, for the Philippines. Welcome, my friend. Hi, Nathan. Good morning. Us New Yorkers don't sleep. That's right. There you go. Good morning. Now, I'm only streaming on... what's it called? You know what? I was only streaming on thing because I thought... you know, on Instagram, you won't be able to see it properly, but I think you might be able to. Okay, I might add a Instagram stream here, guys. Just give me a second. Just give me a second here. But we're going to do the same thing here. Control L. Light this up. So this is all my prep work, guys. This is what I do when I prep something to color. Again, not the most interesting thing in the world. There you go. So those are my layers here, guys, okay? So, but the thing is, they're all separated. So if I wanted to go in here and we can turn that off. If I wanted to go in here and stroke this, I can add a white line. So when you guys see me do a white line, this is why I do that. So I can add a white line around everything. As you can see here, I still have some dots I need to take care of. But I'll worry about that a little bit later on, okay? So, before I do anything else, guys, I'm going to invite some people to the party here. Let's see if I can add... I'm going to add my friends on Instagram. So just bear with me for a second, guys. My video... So just bear with me. I'm just going to add. Gonna add our friends on Instagram. See if I can do that. Because at first I thought I wouldn't be able to because they won't be able to see. But now I think they'd be able to see. I think they'd be able to see. So. Okay, so let's give this a try. Go live here, and now I'm also live on Instagram. Alrighty. And I'm live on Instagram. I am live everywhere else. Good morning. And hello, everyone who's joining in on the stream here. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open up some color reference, okay? That's what I'm going to do now as we go ahead and color this Marvel Rivals piece. Good morning. Okay, so I have this color reference here. And I'm pretty much using it just to color pick. That's what I'm using it for. Oh, there you go. So that's my color reference from the game. And I'm just going to use it to color pick. So I'm actually going to put this a little bit off screen. You guys won't be able to see it. But it's just a way for me to pick the colors, okay? All right. So let's have some fun, okay? We're going to go ahead and we're going to start with this Jeff the Shark here. Mr. Jeff the Shark. Now, one thing I will do is here, I'm going to look at the mask. And we saw that there were some dots. You see there's those dots. Let's get rid of those dots first. Whoops. Okay, we got rid of the dots. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and color this Jeff the Shark piece. So I'm going to do an overall flat color to this. Whoops. You know what I just realized? I think this artwork's still black and white. Image mode. Oh no, it's color. It's color. So why can't I pick the color? Let's try to pick the color again. Okay. Okay, there you go. So we start with that. Let's go ahead and add this blue here. So good morning to everyone joining in on Instagram. Oops, not there. On Instagram, whatever platform you're watching on. Who's Jeff? It's this shark here. It's Jeff the Shark, my friend. Nathan has a joke, by the way. Nathan has a joke. He says, what do chickens do at the gym? Work on their pecs. Wow, 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 wow. Carl says, have I ever done Rick and Morty in a Marvel style? I have, my friend. I have. And I made them look like the obvious thing is to do, make them look like, you know, like Back to the Future. Because to be honest, that's how it feels like, Back to the Future. But I made them look like Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr. That's what I did for that one. So if you look up Rick and Morty box office artists, you'll actually see that piece. That's Jeff the Shark right there. And then we will go ahead and do this part here. This is mostly all the same, yep. Have I done How to Train Your Dragon? I did. I did, my friend. Echo says this is doing out cool. Thank you very much. Nathan's never heard of Jeff. Yeah, like I'll be honest, I haven't too either since until this game came out. And my son was the actual one that told me about Jeff the Shark. He said it's a cool character. So I said, okay, I want to take my shot at it here. That in blue there. Over here as well. By the way, guys, again, if you have I'm all ears. Like, I'm always open to learning how to do things faster. So if you guys have another way in your pipeline to make things faster, by all means, I'd love to hear it, for sure. Draw Harley Quinn, PRBS that wants me to do. Not today, but maybe one day. Okay, and then I'll, whoops. Whoops. Let's get rid of that. Okay. So that is the blue part of Jeff the Shark. And then we'll go ahead and fix his collar. I should look at his nails. He doesn't really have nails. Why did I do that with his nails? He's not like a dog. Whoopsies. Okay, I'll fix that in a bit. But in the meantime, let's do this collar first. Where's my lasso? Yes, my lasso is working. You know why? I'm so used to coloring like Godzilla and stuff that when I... Okay, and then we have yellow here. Love your artwork. I am Truth. Marvel Rivals Season 1 drop appreciation. Thank you. Lay says, Tiburon is Spanish of shark. I probably butchered that. I'm not even trying. There you go. Parent 2192 says, doing a digital, draw it first on paper. I did draw it first on paper. So we're going to probably do this every other day, guys. So I have a ton of pieces that need color. A ton. And as of now, I can't really, I'm trying to do everything on my own for now. So we will alternate between pieces that I'm going to draw from scratch to pieces that I have drawn, but we're going to go ahead and color. So for this particular one here, we're going to... because I need to do this anyway, whether it's on stream or off stream, I need to do this anyway. So it's like, okay, I'd rather do this with you guys and have some fun while doing it. And actually show you guys my color process, because that is something that I haven't done in a while. So there you go. Scar said, have you worked on any anime? And if someone wants to start anime, what should they start with? No, I have. When I say draw an anime, like, I've done the ones on my channel so far, but if you're talking professionally, no. The answer is no. I have never done professional anime work. So how does one get into anime? I haven't the slightest idea, my friend. I haven't the slightest idea. But good luck to you. That's my advice. Good luck with that. You're on your own, boy. Don't forget to save, guys. That's the most important thing. Don't forget to save. Oops. Okay, I'm just gonna make these eyes white. Then we can move on to the next character. Okay, so again, guys, this is in the full color. These are just flats. We're working on the flats of this piece right now. Let's see here. Did you know there's a bunch of 1998 commercial with Jeff Goldblum as the Wizard of Oz? I did not know that. That's actually pretty cool. That's a good trivia question there. Been a long, Lucas, been a long time since I've been here. Amazing work. Thank you so much. Yeah, you keep inspiring with your art style. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. By the way, I always say, if you guys are watching me right now, you know, by all means, please do draw along with me. So you probably can't draw what I'm drawing, or you could draw your own version of this, or draw some Marvel Rivals stuff. Go for it. The important thing is have some fun with everything, guys. Have fun with it. I'll say have fun with it. All right. So this Jeff the Shark is done for now. Let's turn our attention to Thor here. And I always go and start with like an overall color. And we're going to use this blue as an overall color here. Maybe something a little darker. There you go. That's better. Because that will be in the plates and stuff. And now let's go ahead and concentrate on the head. Creations Life 101 said, we enjoy your art. It's good that you're doing it live so we can see it and at least learn some. Learn at least some of it. There you go. And that's the hope. Baxter said, you're on your own, boy. Wait, what says Jeff the Shark was Quinpool's pet, and then joined the East Coast Avengers. That's awesome. Carlos says, love your work. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go ahead and get to this Thor drawing, coloring, guys. So let's zoom in on the face. Not my favorite face I've ever done of Thor, but passable. Okay, so let's start with his gear here. It's funny when you look at something that you've drawn and you're like, why did I make those decisions, you know? You know, back when I was doing comics, a lot of the colors hated coloring my stuff because I would add all these unnecessary, they would call it unnecessary things to it at the time. And, you know, I'll admit at the time I really had no sympathy. Like, man, that's high pencil, man. But then now coloring my own stuff, like, okay, I get it. I get it, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for all the unnecessary stuff I was putting in. Because also, you know, I was kind of like making my own life difficult by adding some stuff that really didn't need to be there. But they had to concentrate on coloring it, you know. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and add the hair here. So again, guys, thank you, because you're helping me out. Regardless whether I did this live or not, I had to do this for the video, right? We need to get this colored. So for now, the goal is actually, I'm just going to be coloring my own pieces for the next few months, at least. We'll see how things go at that point. Because I talked about this before. In an ideal world, colors would probably be my second hire. You know, if I were to hire people again to help me with my channel, the colors probably would be the second hire. The first would be a good editor, local editor, by the way. I would say local. I know some people have contacted me, you know, even wanting to work for free. I appreciate that, but no, you need to be paid for your services. But if I had an actual dedicated editor, I probably could do a video a day on my channel. I wouldn't hesitate to do a video a day. But because it's just me, one-man show here for now, you know, video a day probably isn't, you know, isn't smart for me to do, first of all. Because streaming every day has been a lot of fun for me, especially. And you know, I called these James Ray's Marvel style before. Now I'm calling it how to draw Marvel style. And the reason is because my hope is that you will learn from what I'm doing, or you will pick up some tips and techniques. Like, I'm not here going, okay, I'm gonna click here, click here, click here. We want to click up here. Like, you know what I'm doing. You can see what I'm doing. And my hope is you can actually go ahead and apply this to whatever you're working on eventually. So, Carl just watched the Rick and Morty. Awesome. There you go. Carl said, thank you for showing your work. I'm taking notes. There you go. I appreciate it. So by all means, please do ask me questions, guys. You know, I'm here. I'm more than willing to help. So feel free to ask me all your questions that you have. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and add this gold part to it. Is the gold in the ring as well? I think it might be. Like, I could go and use a wand to select some of these, but I'm not confident in my line work. And then sometimes it's faster to do it this way than to try to clean up with the selection tool. So, here you go. Pating for sure. Is that how it is? There you go. 3 a.m. for Carlos. So that means you're on the West Coast, my friend. LA. Hopefully you're not in LA. Hope you're not in LA, my friend. Carlos, but wherever you are, please do keep safe. Again, you know, our thoughts and prayers are with those that are affected by the devastating fires that are happening in California right now. Yeah, please do stay safe and you know, wish you guys all the best. And please do take care of yourselves and your families, wherever you are in the world. There's a lot, you know. So anyway, let's do that. Now, good morning, Titan 413. Good morning, my friend. Yes, wand tool I would never use. That's right, Carl. Could you explain selecting sections? Sometimes the section crosses over and you're not exactly worried about it when you drop the color. Why doesn't it bleed over? Because I separated everything. You see here on the side, my layers on the side here, I already separated at the beginning, so I don't need to worry about it. I just need to worry about what's in that particular part of the drawing. So that's why I could cross over to Jeff the Shark. It's not going to bleed into him because it's on a separate layer. Jeff the Shark there is on a separate layer. So by a little bit of organizing at the beginning, it actually helps a lot. So if you go back to the stream where I actually did the separating, you know, hopefully you can learn a little bit from that. How I go about it. Because again, a little prep work goes a long, long, long way, guys. It makes your life so much easier. And even doing this flatting process, it does make, oops, I made a mistake there. Even this flatting process, it makes your life a lot easier going forward because it's easier to select things afterwards. So that's why. So let's go back to the Thor. I'm just gonna check some. Okay, so these furry bits here. Again, that's what I do. I know not a lot of people, you know, it depends on the person. Oops. Okay. It depends on the person and how they like to work. Every colorist is different. Everyone has their, what works for them. This part works for me. So again, guys, if you are watching me here, depending on how long this takes, I'm assuming this is going to take me, probably about an hour. Once this flattening part is done, probably will take me about an hour. So after I'm done with the colors, we will go ahead and do the time challenge. So you will see me do some actual drawing on here. But probably not for another hour, guys. So I would say give me about an hour. An hour sounds reasonable. So that's red. See, and by doing this, guys, again, a little prep work goes a long way. By doing this, I just need to select what I need. So I think that goes roughly down to here. Goes red. And then this is all like this, gray, if I'm not mistaken. This whole arm here. It's gray there. I think even his hand's gray, right? His hand? Yeah, pretty much for the most part. So I could probably do the same on this side. Whoops. See it bled over there? I can fix that. There you go. That's better. Now, also this brown here, if I just look at the flat, I click that brown there. That brown looks like it can go in here. Love the dedication and the amount of hard work you put into work. Love it. From India. Thank you, Creations Life 101. I appreciate that. There you go. Kahi says, glad to see you streaming again. Takes me back to 2020 when we were watching you work almost every night. Good times, great memories. Yeah, and that's the hope. So far, so good this year, guys. So far, so good. We have been streaming pretty much every day. Today is today the 10th? What is today? Today's the 10th. 10 days in a row we've been streaming. Sometimes multiple times a day. We did another stream yesterday. And I've been having a ball doing it. I've been having a great time doing it with you guys. So far so good, my friends. So far so good. So I'm just seeing what color. So gold and red. So this is gold. So this part here is gold. This could stay this color. This is gold. And then this is red. So I'm going to use the same color as I did here. So I will select that. Before you colored the helmet, I was like, Optimus Prime reference? There you go. Do you want to send some references for the commission? If you want, I'm pretty sure. Of course, I know who Predicate King is. So I'm gonna be doing a Predicate King soon for Mario, my buddy Mario. We're gonna do that live on stream too. We're gonna have a lot of fun doing it. But yeah, if you want to send me some reference, of course, I'll be more than happy to take reference from you, my friend. For sure. And I'm going to add, just to be consistent, I'm going to add the same red here. I think the red, though, yeah, that should be fine. There you go, red there. Okay. All right, I think that's it. I think that's it for Thor, I think. Okay. So that's where we're at for Thor. Oh, actually, no, I'm not done the, I am not done this part here. Okay, so that's dark like that, but also the little details of this, they are yellow. So, oops. I think it's probably the same yellow as this. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. You know, I might actually do the wand here. The wand here. We want that, and that, and I think even this. Yep. Expand that by what? 3 pixels. 3 pixels should be good. There you go. I think if, oops, even this. Oh. Do the old-fashioned way. So fill that in. There you go. And now I'm going to also do the wand here. Okay, this one won't wand. You see this? There's a space here. So that won't wand. There you go. One like that. Is the edges also? No, the edges aren't. But this part is, so do the old-fashioned way. Like that. So whenever I'm coloring, guys, I'm definitely not as talkative, mainly because I am thinking a lot. Whenever I have to do a lot of thinking when it comes to the artwork, that's when I go a bit quiet in the stream. Quiet in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. There you go. Anyway. Oh. I'm going to go here. So again, we'll probably have a glow to that as well. Actually, one more thing I want to do. I believe the top. Yeah. I believe the top is this color here. So. Can't forget Meow the Hammer. Thank you, Creation Life. Okay, there you go. That is Thor. Okay, let's get the cap now. Let's get the cap now. Gabby, man, I've enjoyed the live stream in a hot minute. Thanks for being a huge inspiration for high school. In high school for you. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and do cap now. Pull up my cap reference here. There we go. Start them off with an overall blue. Okay, an overall blue. And of course we're gonna go ahead and do the white bits. Actually, I don't like that blue. It's too aquash. No, it's not like that. Okay, whatever. Let's do the face first. Let's do the face first then. Okay, and then we do this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the eyes. There you get blue eyes. Blue eyes! There you go. Titan says, well, what type of scanner in our program do you use to scan and digitize your pictures? I forgot the name of my scanner. I got it off Amazon, the scanner, but I wouldn't suggest that scanner. It's very expensive. The scanner I got, but the only reason I got it was because I'm always drawing huge. So 11 by 17 is pretty big. So I was okay with splurging a little bit for a better scanner. Okay, but I would tell you that any scanner would work. Like, especially if you have one on your print already, that's fine. It just means you have to scan it in pieces. So 11 by 17, I scan it like 4 times. But the good thing is, if you do use Photoshop, like I'm using Photoshop right now, they have a ways to combine the scans. It takes like 2 seconds to combine the scans, and it will do it for you. And if you scan it properly, then you don't have to worry about it, okay? So you don't have to get an expensive scanner. Like, again, guys, I always say that it's not the tools. It's never about the tools. It's about your mind and how, tools can help maybe, it can help. I'm not going to lie, it will help. But not as much as you think it will. Not as much as you think it will. But in order to scan, like, of course, you do need a scanner, right? So I would suggest if you have already one attached to your printer at home, by all means do that. Now, I've used one of those stick scanners before. You seen those? A stick scanner? It's like a stick, and then you like wave it across. I have used one of those before. It's actually not the best scanner, but if you do it correctly, it gets the job done. Because the scanner I have here, it's like I forgot what it's called. I don't, off the top of my head, and right now I don't, I'm trying to finish this off, so I don't really have time to check. But that scanner cost me around 500 Canadian, something like that. Now I'm a frugal guy. If I don't have to spend on something, I won't. But I felt that was necessary because it sped up my process quite a bit by doing that. So. Okay, let's check the arm. Okay, he's got red in the arm, in the hand, but white. Well, it's an interesting hand. So these are black. His nails are black. These are red. See, it's mostly black. A little bit of red. this is red. Something like that, and then let's just go to the legs first before. So that's all blue. It's like half black. Or is it all black? Hold on. Hold on, I can't see. I have a light in my face. I can't see. Oh no, it's all black. It's black. And then red boots. Okay, black and red boots. So let's do that. Again, I kind of mimic what's going on in here. There we go, that's black. And then red boots. Whoops. Turned them all red. He turned into the Red Guardian for a second. Now this is red, I believe. Let me pull up his shield reference because I don't think I have shield reference here. Shield Marvel Rivals. Oh, it's like a light blue. That's like a light blue, and then this is red here. So this is gray, this is red, and this is like a light blue. Okay, so good thing I checked. So I'm gonna go to my reference here. So this part here is like a light blue. Just need to stay within the black area, guys. Okay. Whoops. Okay, gotta fill that in. That's a light blue. And then these are this dark color here. Okay, this one too. Okay, and then the rest is red. This is red. Okay. All right, so that is Captain America. There, now we're going to do Iron Man. Let's do Iron Man. Hello, Bryce, good to see you. Let's see here. You can give a shout out for Lee from Film Theory and Eric and Jessica from New Rockstars. There, sure, why not? I love those channels. Shout out to them. Shout out. Okay, let's do Iron Man. Last one here. Okay, so we're going to turn this off. Let's go to the Iron Man reference. So, of course, everything is red for the most part. We got red, and then we're going to go ahead and fill in. Next thing we're going to do is, of course, like the yellow areas, and then the light blue we're going to go in. How long have we been? Oh my gosh, it's already 7 or 6:30. Well, guys, if we only get to the color, we only get to the color. But again, guys, you are the ones helping me out here, and I appreciate the guys. My hope was to do some extra, like, drawing. Like maybe add like a little time challenge element in here. But if this takes me the whole 3 hours, then it takes me the whole 3 hours, you know? Because right now we're coming up on an hour and a half. We'll see. There's still time. Maybe I'll surprise myself and how fast we actually get this thing fully colored. We'll see. Okay. Yellow there. We got yellow here. This little section here. So I assume on this side as well. Okay. We do have that blue there, but we'll get to that in a second here. We have like little yellow bits here. So like for example here. And then we have this area here. Again, guys, my apologies that I'm not as talkative here today. It's just, you know, there's a lot going on in this drawing here, so I'm trying to work it out. And the chat is on the side, so. Hello, Bryce. How you doing? Blue Fable, how you doing? You doing good? Doing good. Lace says, haven't you watched Squid Game Season 2? I have not. I'll admit, I watched the ending. Because my family was watching it yesterday. And, you know, I was passing by, and then I actually just saw them watch the ending. Interesting ending. What did you guys think of Squid Games? What did you guys think? I'm actually very curious. I will say they definitely ended it on a cliffhanger. Was definitely not a satisfying ending. I don't know if you guys were satisfied with that ending or not. It was definitely... that ending said to me, okay, yeah, you got to turn it into Season 3. Of course. Of course they want you to tune into Season 3. Of course they do. Okay, now I'm going to add some of this light blue to everything now, guys. Okay, so. It's a lot of work coloring on Photoshop, it seems. It is. It definitely is, for sure. Definitely is. A lot of work. A lot of work. Very tedious, but it's one of those things that needs to be done, you know? Now, those in working comics, like comics is a very... It's like factory assembly line. It's an assembly line. So you got your, you got your publisher, you got your writer. And then the thing is, each job you can't do without doing the other job, you know? Each job has their purpose, and one job can't go forward without the other. Good morning. With that in mind, so you got the writer, and then it goes to the penciler, and then after that it goes to the inker, and after that it goes to the colorist, and after that it goes to the letterer. And those that assemble throughout the whole time, the editor is the one to make sure that everyone is on time and on schedule. And you know, if one person lacks in that chain, the whole thing falls apart. That's why it's so important, guys. It really is so important to be accountable, to be fast. That's why they do value speed. Sometimes they value speed over quality. Of course they want you to have both. Of course they do. But if they had speed and mediocre quality, they'll take that because they need to get the book out. I don't know if it's the same today. I remember back in the day, and if any of you work in read the retail side, you could correct me on this. I believe back in the day, if the book didn't come out on time, and like the comic shops order these books months in advance. I think 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. And if the book is late, then it becomes returnable for the retailer. I'm not sure if that's the same thing. Maybe I should ask my... that's how it was years ago. I'm not sure if that's the same today or not. Or is every book returnable now? So what that means is, for the retailer, if they don't sell out, they can actually return the rest of their stock and get their money back. But if you put your book out on time, then they can't do that. And of course, the hope is they sell out of the book. You know, we want everyone to profit here. You know, we don't want the publishing company to win over the retail. We want everybody to make money at the end of the day. Everybody needs to make money. At the end of the day, everybody wants to make money. So that's how it is. Daz says, how much are commissions? Well, go to my contacts and my site and tell me what you want. And then I will give you a quote from there. Everything's different. It all depends on the size. It depends on how many characters, the type of characters. It all depends on my time. At the end of the day, it actually depends on my time more than the actual thing, because some characters are way more complicated than others, right? Now, at the end of the day, it does balance out at the end of the day, but, so it all depends on what it is. So that's why I stopped giving like a stock price for everything. I also want to make sure that everything I do is quality. It has to be quality. I don't want to, you guys are paying your hard-earned money to have me commission me to do something for you. It's very humbling that you are doing that, and I do appreciate that. So I don't take that for granted. I try to give you the best, like every time I do it. Like, I have a base in my head, but again, it depends on the character. So that's black. Okay, these are blue. That's blue. Okay. So this is going to take a little bit of time, guys. Like, sometimes coloring takes a long just because of the... But afterwards, once this is done, guys, things can go a tiny bit faster. I'm not saying a lot faster, but a tiny bit faster. Actually, no. Yeah, I have a feeling, guys. I have a feeling we're probably only going to be doing color today. But again, you guys helped me a lot putting this together. So now if you want to actually see me draw this piece, you will see this on the channel later on. But this is pretty much what we're going to do. We're probably going to alternate, guys. We're going to do one day. Whoops. We're going to be doing one day color, one day inking, or what's it called, drawing. One day color, one day drawing. For my schedule, that works the best. And you guys get to see all aspects of me putting these pieces together. So. Okay, and then we're almost done here, guys. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. What time is it now? 6:35. Should I do the time challenge? I'm debating, guys. I'm debating. I should bother doing a time challenge or not. It's just this area here. No, I'll be honest. I think I'd much rather have this fully colored. Like the time challenges add a little bit of, you know, makes the videos a little bit more watchable. I'm thinking, I'm finding, but again, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me thinking that that's what happens. So, okay, so that's the flats, guys. Press save. That's the flats. So you guys can see where I am here. So we can actually do a full color now. We could. Or a simple, you know, cut style coloring, you know. That's pretty much my style these days. I pretty much just do cut style for the most part. Let's try. Let's do it. Let's do it, okay? So first things first, you got to figure out the lighting is. And it looks like looking at Thor here, the lighting is coming from this side. I would say about this side here. And definitely a quieter stream than normal, guys. I'm just figuring this out. There you go. Okay, so. Okay, let's get going here. Okay, I gotta try. Why not? Let's go for it, guys. So this is how I do the coloring. Okay, I'm gonna start with shadow. So I always work in levels, guys. Though everyone works differently. I work with levels. Actually, first thing I do is I save. That's the most important. I save. You need to save. And I'm actually gonna close this reference here. Okay, so, oh, that's where the levels are. Okay, so we got the levels here. And I'm going to darken like so. Okay, and don't worry, I'm gonna change the colors later. And I'm gonna work with the mask here. Okay, whoops. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here and think of the lighting is top down. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna select things that I think are gonna be affected by that light. Actually, I don't mind darkening this up just a bit here like this. Now it's too dark, so I will adjust. Okay, it's something like that. I'm gonna go on the side here. Something like that. Again, I'm using a tablet here. You probably want to get smoother lines with this Cintiq. And I do have a Cintiq. I mentioned that before. But one thing I do like about using the tablet is it's more portable. I could carry it anywhere. Now that's why some like coloring on their iPad. And I will admit, I am thinking about doing that. You know, so I could actually bring the colors on the go with me. You know, when I have a spare moment. You know, I'm out and about. If I could do a little bit of coloring, why not, right? I'll hide the back teeth there. And again, guys, everyone has their own coloring style, so this is the way I personally like to do it. I know there's probably pro colorists that are like, well, why are you doing it that way? Don't do it that way. You're doing it the slow way. I get that. I would love to learn the fast way. Okay, so let me something like that. But that's also why I like having it on the side here. For those of you on Instagram, you can't see this. On the side here, I actually have it in frame, so I can see how it looks overall. So you can see that, how it looks overall. Kevin says, looks great. Thank you. Thank you. I missed some comments, but I apologize. But you know, I'm trying to get this done. So, as much as you know, I'm trying my best to entertain you guys. I'm hoping to, you know, I always hope to do both, entertain and get some work done. But at the end of the day, the work is probably, you know, especially when you're on a time crunch, guys. When you're on a time crunch. You do what you can. So you're not going to see like fantastic art germ style rendering here. I'm just doing a very simple cut style to these. You know, I'm playing around with styles, and you know, it's one of those things that, hey, if it works, you know, it's less work for me, and if it has the same effect, it's like one of those work smarter, not harder type things, right? I don't know why I give Jeff the Shark nails. Here, he's got nails. Okay, so like that. But then we're gonna do the, we used to do this when we were doing Transformers all the time. So add a little bit of shine to that, okay? So that is the dark. Now I'm gonna play around with the level here. Again, the good thing about doing this way. Oh, wait, one thing I forgot. Let's do the rest of this tail here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna play with the contrast a bit. So you could go really dark. You could go really dark or up a little bit like that. So after that, what I like to do is, because it just kind of darkens the color that's already there, I gotta take this and I'm gonna actually add a saturation. I'm gonna up the saturation of that so it's a little bit more on the blue side. You see that? A little bit more saturated, a little more colored. Richard is not familiar with the term cut style. So think about Japanese anime, where it's just like, the different levels of, when I say cut style, you see the hard lines that I'm using, as opposed to it being blended, okay? Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. Do something like that, okay? And then what I do is I will take this, I'm gonna add another level. Actually, I can put this level in a group. We're gonna put this here, reverse it. And this is gonna be the lights, okay? The light part, guys, okay? Now this is lit up all the way, but I put it in a folder. That way I could actually go and add the highlights and not worry about messing with the colors that I already did. So for example, there would be a highlight here, highlight there. Something like that. And again, guys, I'm not the greatest colorist in the world. It's just that, I do the best I can. I do the best I can. That's all you can do. I was never hired as a colorist. So a lot of the stuff I learned picking up, and then Photoshop stuff I learned mainly working in film. So it was a different job, because we used Photoshop all the time. Now, actually, I don't think they use Photoshop as much, my old job. It's all computer stuff, So one thing I do like to add, though, is like a little rim light. So kind of helps like outline the character. You see that? A little bit of a rim light there. Again, am I the best colorist in the world? No. But, I do enough to get by. Enough to get by. That's all you can do. That's right, Lay. Write that down. Never hard to be a colorist. Because the fact is, I wouldn't even call this Marvel style the way I'm coloring it right now. Now again, there are many different versions of coloring, but the traditional Marvel style coloring, like that you would see, this is not it. This is definitely not it. But it's just like how I like to color my work, for now. Now before I would do like where everything was like blended in and everything. Okay. Okay, and let me just do one more outline here, and let's get to Thor, okay? There you go. There you go. Also, one thing I like to do when this is done, Dave says, if I make a portfolio, can I send it to you? I really like to draw. Well, I appreciate that. The best way to see me look at your work is if you put it up in the Discord. If you put it up in the Discord, I have a better shot of looking at it than you actually sending me a portfolio. Okay? You guys know I stream every day. I'm editing. I'm coloring. I don't have a lot of time to do individual portfolio reviews. However, sometimes I will go into the Discord once in a while after the stream, depending on how much time I have. And by the way, you see me adding the stroke to the characters? Kind of help pops it out a little bit. And that's the benefit. I could do that because I went and I meticulously cut it out. So actually, if I were to isolate Jeff the Shark, it looks fine by itself, right? But a very simple Jeff the Shark in that sense, okay? Now, what I usually do, going back to your portfolio, because you aren't the first one to ask for sure. I understand everyone's in their own level and you want my help. It means a lot to me that you want my help in terms of, trying to break into the industry or whatever you want to do in art. I appreciate that. More than you know, I appreciate that, to be honest. And thank you so much for that. But at the same time, with so many people wanting my help with portfolios, it's really hard for me to do it individually. So your best shot, if you want me to see some of your work and do a small critique, is to post it on the Discord. Okay? Even that's not a guarantee. And mainly because that, I'm a very busy guy in terms of that, right? So with a lot of my goals and everything. So I'm just copying and pasting my levels here, guys. Now, why is it doing that, though? That's my question. Why is it doing that? I want to know why. Oh, I know why. I know why. Because of this. There you go. There you go. I know why. So I'm going to start with the darks here, guys. So again, apologies to that. But I will say to some of you guys, because I know everyone's trying to be an influencer these days. Everybody is. Everybody is, okay? Myself included. Everybody is. Of course. And why not? I get it. Why not? It looks like, you're making a living out of doing something that you love. So I don't blame anyone who wants to be an influencer. And if you're able to make it, good on you. It's not easy. It's not easy, especially today, because everybody and their mother wants to be an influencer these days. And it's possible for everyone. But with that comes saturation, and a lot of people getting depressed because it's very hard. Somebody would say, look, hey, why is this guy getting popular? I draw better than him. There's a lot of that going on also, right? I always say this, guys, and that is my goal for this year. Control what you can control. Don't worry about anyone else. The only time you worry about anyone else is if they're working. There's a reason why they're working. Their stuff works. Is it luck? Sometimes it's luck. Sometimes it's not. What are they doing? What are they doing with their edit? What are they doing, with their drawing? Why is it resonating? What are they saying in their videos? It's more than just, I'm a good drawer, right? And then you adjust your content and you control what you control. We talked about this ad nauseum the past few days. And my goal is control what I can control. I can control how many times I stream. I can control the quality of my videos. That's what I can control. But I would also say, because, you know, I get it. There's some people who are emailing me, asking me, hey, promote my stuff, I want to grow. And then that's all they say. That's all they say. Hey, man, love your stuff. Promote me. I want my channel to grow. I want to be bigger. And that's all they say to me. Okay, I'm like, all right. And I understand you're a fan. I appreciate that. But the question is, well, you know, there are brands who pay me a lot of money to promote their stuff, you know. You have to ask yourself, okay, and I also say this for any job, right? Just going up to somebody and saying, hey, I'm an artist, please promote me, right? That's not enough. That's not enough, okay? And I will, you know, I will give you a shout out and all that stuff sometimes, right? It all depends, but it depends on the person. If you go to a big influencer, you have to ask yourself, okay, what can I offer them to get them to promote me? Just saying, hey, I'm a good artist, promote me, that's not enough. That's not going to do the job, right? And I will also guarantee, just because somebody promotes you, that's not going to get you the results you think it will. It won't. Trust me, from a guy who's been doing this for a long time. Thinking a shout out from a big YouTuber is going to get you a lot of the right people to come over and watch your stuff. It doesn't as much as you think it does. It doesn't. You know? Just you imagine that somebody cold out of the blue message you, hey man, love your stuff. I'm an artist too. Promote me, please. Like that's not how it works, man. And I'm saying this out of love because I was there. I was that guy. I was that guy. You know. So here's what you need to do. You gotta show. You know, you gotta do an exchange of some sort. What can you offer this person for doing that? Because again, these big YouTubers, they are being paid thousands of dollars to be promoted by big companies. You are essentially asking for the same promotion for free. That's what you're asking for. You know, please, you know, again, I'm not trying to sound harsh here, you know, but it is a reality people have to face sometimes, right? It's like you're saying, you worked extremely hard to get your channel where it is. Now, please promote mine so I don't have to work as hard. you know what I mean? Now, again, I wouldn't be where I am today without my buddy Jazza. Jazza took his time, effort to promote my stuff. Now, again, I gave an exchange. I did give an exchange the very first time. What was the exchange? I did a video on his channel so that he could take a vacation with his family. You know, I did that for free. And that got me a bunch of followers. It did. So the exchange was worth it for both of us. He got a video on his channel that he could monetize and spends a vacation with his family. I got the promotion to kickstart my YouTube career. It was an exchange, okay? So when you approach an artist or any YouTuber asking for promotion, you got to ask yourself, what can I do in exchange? What can I do in exchange? You know, what can I do to help you out? And if you want to give me a shout out, well, why not, right? Like, and I'll give you an example here. I have no problem at all shouting out my buddy Mario here. By the way, go check out Mario's channel right here. Mario has been on my stream every day, locking it down, being a moderator of mine, never asking for anything in return, you know, and I'm very appreciative of all the work he's done for me. Go check out Mario's channel, Mario Ultimate Art. He's a fantastic artist. Go check him out. I have no problem promoting him because he does something for me. Does something for me without even asking for anything in return. And that's awesome. And I consider him a friend. I consider him a friend. No problem at all, right? So, like for example, when you're working in comics, okay? When you're working in comics or trying to get a job in comics, okay, and I mentioned this before. I always say this, I mentioned it before because I have. That's a caveat for those who haven't heard my spiel before. This is definitely not the first time I've had this spiel. If I were you trying to get into comics, I wouldn't go to an editor online and the very first thing you say to the editor online is, hey, I'm a comic artist, hire me, okay? Sometimes they look at it, sometimes they don't, okay? But that wouldn't be the way I would approach it, okay? The way I would approach trying to get a job in comics, okay? And this could be for any industry, really. This could be for any industry. Is first of all, find out who's hiring for that job, okay? Who's hiring for that job? So for comic books, who's hiring? Editors are hiring, maybe publishers, and also writers have a say on who they work with, okay? So the first thing I would do, because everybody's on social media now, first thing I would do is follow those people that do those things, okay? That's step one. Step two is to interact with them, but not in the way you think. People say do that step one, but again, the first thing they say is, hey, how you doing? I love your stuff. I am an artist. Look at my stuff. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Hire me. That's the first thing they say to them. Okay? The problem with that is people think, oh, okay, you're only following me because you want a job. Okay? And even if that's true, some people take that the wrong way, you know? So the way I would do it if I were you is for months, I would just try to interact with them. Whatever they post, reply, say something insightful about what they're posting about. You know, show genuine interest in what they're doing and what they're posting online. And, you know, and really mean it. You know, really be interested in what they're doing. You know, try not to be fake in these things. You know? Like they talk about their book, and then maybe you even ask them questions about their book, and, you know, ask them about their history, you know, stuff like that. Get them to start noticing you online, not because you're trying to get a job, but because you're interested in what they have to say. That's a way in. That's a way in. And then when the time's right, you know, and maybe they'll eventually start following you. Maybe they'll start recognizing you and the stuff you're doing. And then maybe the time will come where, you know, you'll post something, some artwork on your page. Put some artwork on your page, and then you could say, okay, you know, I'm an artist, by the way. If you want to check it out, this is what I do. Or you tag them, you know. Now, sometimes, I'll admit, sometimes people get annoyed. And I'm not talking about me, because I actually love it when you guys tag me in your artwork. I do. I do like seeing it. But some of these guys get annoyed when you tag them all the time in your stuff. But again, how will they see your stuff if you don't tag them, right? So it's finding that balance, you know, between, look at me, give me a job, I'm good, give me a job. And you know what I mean? So that's the difference, okay? Yeah, that's the exchange, Richard. That is the exchange. What can you do? But even by being a friend, you know? Even by being a friend to them. Show genuine interest and concern for what they are doing online. You know? And then go for the ask after. Gary Vee has a saying. If you guys know, he's a guy I follow all the time. If you haven't watched his stuff, his name's Gary Vee. He's probably one of the reasons why I quit my job to do this full time. You know, he has a book called Jab, 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 Right Hook, if you ever heard of that. What does that mean? Give, then ask. Give, then ask. Don't just ask. Give first. What can you give? What's that exchange? Okay? And then sometimes you got to be happy if they don't give you anything at all, you know? Whoops, I made a mistake here. It should be here. Whoops. There you go. So this is something I'm passionate about, guys, because I see it all the time. I see it all the time, and it's not to just say stop, asking me about it, but I could see, people getting burned because they're doing that. So I'm just giving you an opportunity, a better way to approach it, okay? Because I do want you to succeed. I do want you guys to succeed in whatever you want to do, whatever it is. If you want to be an influencer, I want you to succeed in being an influencer. I absolutely do. But you need to approach it the right way at the same time, all right? Yeah, there you go, Snowchan. He wrote it down. Give, then ask. Control what you can control. That's all you can do. That's all you can do, my friends. At the end of the day, that's all you can do. No matter what business you're in, you're trying to get into. Now, there are circumstances where that work, where, if you just show the work, that's enough. And I'll give you an example of that. When I did when I got the job, to do the Star Wars mural, what did I do? I had to prove that I could do the job. I had to prove it. And it was a whole bunch of right place at right time, For those of you who don't know, I did this mural for Marvel and DC. I got the opportunity to do a mural for Infinity War and for the Rise of Skywalker. Can you believe that? Rise of Skywalker was like 5 years ago. Can you believe that? My gosh, 5 years ago. Time flies, my friends. Time flies. But in order for me to get that job, it took me to 1,000 hours of work for free for myself to get that job, right? So in that particular case, I didn't do what I was mentioning about trying to befriend those people. What I did was I showed them I could do the job by doing something that not a lot of people could do. When you show something that was, that showed it took a lot of time and effort, people take notice. Because trust me, we're not the only ones trying to get a job at Marvel and DC. Okay, you're not the only one. There are tons of people who want a job at Marvel and DC, and it's not just amateurs; it's professionals. Professionals looking for work at Marvel DC. How are you going to stand out from the crowd? How are you going to stand out? Why is Marvel and DC going to give you the job when they could give the job to Stephen Platt? Or they could give the job to, one of those other guys, Why would they give the job to you? Because you're cheaper? I don't think that's an issue for them, right? So you got to find your way, And again, this conversation turned into a lot of things that I didn't expect it to. My apologies for that. So, by the way, and again, this all stemmed from somebody asking me, my apologies, this wasn't a slight on you, my friend, it wasn't a slight on you, asking me to look at their portfolio, okay? Again, the best way for me to look at your portfolio, go post it in the Discord. Go post it in the Discord. I will be doing some reviews in the Discord, but I'm just giving you guys some life advice, as we say, life advice. But hey, if it works for your method, teach its own. And congratulations, that's fantastic. That's awesome. okay? I'm just letting you guys know my experiences and what I've seen in the industries, And again, that's how I personally would approach things, okay? Ask, Richard. There you go. Have I met Alan Hansfield? No, I haven't. I don't even know who that is. I appreciate it. Lee just subbed to Mario. There you go. Sub to Mario. Mario's awesome. Fantastic artist. Okay, so let's go ahead and do Cap now. So what time is it, guys? It is 7:09. Okay. We are running out of time to do... We are running out of time to do a time challenge. So this is pretty much a coloring stream today, guys. This took a little bit longer, and one of the reasons this took longer was because you know, I started extremely from scratch here. I started right from just the scan. I think the last time we did the coloring live, I believe it was for the He-Man piece. I already had everything separated. The separation actually took a good 45 minutes for me to do. So. Now you might notice something here that the lighting is going to be a little bit different on Cap. And the reason is because there's light emanating from a shield. There's light coming from a shield. That's why I'm adding a shadow on this side, because there's light coming from here. So we got like two light sources. We got a light source coming this way, and then we got a light source coming that way. There you go. Do you get artists asking you to commission them and they won't take no for an answer? Yes! No, I appreciate the consistency, for sure, there, Knuckle Sandwich. By the way, I just finished Knuckle Sandwich's commission yesterday. I wasn't able to finish it on stream because I had to do something, but I did finish it last night. It's one of my personal favorite commissions that I've done, and I sent it to him, and he likes it. So hopefully you guys will see that soon. So thank you so much, Knuckle Sandwich. By the way, go follow Knuckle Sandwich again, another guy who's been a loyal supporter of everything I do. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, so, by the way, guys, all of you guys asking for commissions, I will do my best to get to you sooner than later. I think Mario is going to be right up there first, but I will message you, Mario. We'll talk more about it shortly. And there were actually a bunch who actually requested some commissions. I will get back to you very, very soon. It's kind of like lighting here and lighting here. So I'm thinking about like lighting's coming like down this way. So, hi, Gray Flow. How you doing? I'm doing well. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Came out 5 years in the making, my friend. 5 years in the making. Keep talking. I love talking. There you go. Richard, no, I love this. Thank you so much, Richard. I appreciate it. That's right, guys. You are fighting for the same job Stephen Platt is fighting for. Maybe not Stephen Platt. Like Stephen Platt, again, I don't know why I keep forgetting to mention him when I give my top artists. Like you can look at my style. I'm definitely influenced by his style, for sure. But you are competing with the Mark Bagleys of the world. You're competing with veteran artists who they know can finish a book on time. They know they can. So why would they take a chance on you, right? Why? And to be honest, if they are going to try to save money, if it was a money issue, well, I would say those that are in a different country would actually be in favor because, it's cheaper. It's cheaper for them, right? So there's all those type of factors when someone's hiring. Like I mentioned before, the way I got hired for my first Marvel gig was because the artist on the book was behind. I was available, and then they gave me a call and asked me to work immediately. Immediately. And that's how I got that job. Now again, it did help that I already had professional work. It did help that I had professional work already, so. Now this is the most important part, guys. Don't forget to save, okay? Make sure you're saving. Save as much as you can. Don't forget to save. There you go. There you go. I say Richard's in California. It's 4 a.m. for Richard. Thank you for joining in, my friend. Thank you. Having lunch before work. Good morning. But that's definitely one thing I am passionate about, guys, because I was a teacher. I was a teacher. I am a teacher. I still teach occasionally. But I don't want to sugarcoat things either, That's the reality. I want to give you guys the real picture because that's what you're going to face out there. That's the real picture out there. And hey, I got nothing to lose. So there you go. And again, my guys, apologies when I go quiet. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing here. There you go. Try collaboration with other YouTubers, for sure. But another caveat to that, when you say that, try collaboration with other YouTubers. Yeah, absolutely. That will definitely help you grow. But make sure it's the right YouTuber, okay? The right YouTuber. And when I say that, make sure it's a YouTuber who has the same audience that you want, okay? Same audience. That's extremely important. Because if it's not the same audience, it doesn't matter how many people view it. It doesn't matter. In the words of The Rock, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because that viewer won't be interested in what you put out later. So it actually might be bad for your channel for doing that. So, and let me give you an example of that. I was very blessed to have a piece of my work shared by The Rock. Long time ago, even way before I did that piece, me drawing all of them. Way before that. I did a piece where I drew him and his dad, long time ago, and he shared it, and that post that he shared got millions of views. But I will tell you right now, out of those millions of views that got, and the hundreds of thousands of likes that post got when The Rock shared it, I'd say only 0.001% of them actually cared about the actual art. The other comments were about The Rock and his dad. That's it. From that post that The Rock shared, I gained maybe, and again, not insignificant, but when millions of people viewed the post, I gained about 300 followers from that. 300. And I'll tell you why. Wrong audience. Wrong audience. Most of The Rock's audience don't care too much about the actual craft of the art, you know? They're just into The Rock at the end of the day. And I get that. I got that. You know, but even me, myself, like that's what I was learning at the time. I was learning, okay, now I see. However, I do a video for my buddy Jazza on his channel, who at the time had way less followers than The Rock, way less. I think at the time he was about 400,000 subscribers at the time when I did that video for him. But that video led to a good 5,000 followers compared to The Rock's millions of followers. 5,000 followers I gained, as opposed to The Rock, I got about 300. You see the difference? It's the audience. It's the audience. And secondly, don't think that some people think this. Don't think that their entire audience is going to follow you over to your channel. They're not. They're definitely not. Okay? Some will. Some will. Like, for example, I could share your video right now, which I've done before. I could share your video, and it would lead to maybe a few hundred more views. Like, it won't lead to millions of views. Hey, my videos don't get millions of views these days anyway. You'll get some people that will come and look at it, but not as much as you think it will, okay? So collab is a good tool, right? Collaboration, and then focus on what you can control. I always say that, guys. Focus on what you can control. Focus on making your videos better. That's what you can control. And the views will come. The viewers will come if your content is good. Okay? If you do YouTube well. That's the difference, okay? It's the whole thing about content creation, guys. It's an interesting game, and again, it's very saturated because a lot of people want to do it. A lot of people want to do it. So, yo, thank you, Gamers Boy. Thank you. Knuckle Sandwich said I had a post that blew up on Twitter, but gained 0 followers. There you go. Exactly. Richard gave me the thing to say. There you go. It's a tough game, guys. Everybody's trying to figure it out. Even those established already. Even me. I'm trying to figure it out. But again, at the end of the day, what's the lesson learned? Control what you can control. And that's all you can do. Control what you can control. Can you reimagine the channel of Marvel YouTubers and Marvel superheroes? I don't think I've seen that, my friend. I don't think I've seen that. All right. What time is it now, guys? Oh, it's 7:30. Yeah, guys, there's no more time to do a time challenge. My apologies, guys. But again, you know, you get to see both sides to my art creation, you know. Side I don't show that often is my coloring side. Before, I didn't show my coloring process because I was teaching, and then even some of those techniques I don't do anymore. So I think it's the absolute worst when, you know, you go to a school, you pay all this money for a school, and then you find out your professor's giving the same information on his website for free. That's gotta suck, man. That's the worst. I would be upset. Something like that. Yeah, so some things I don't show, and to be honest, if I was still doing those techniques in my art, I probably still wouldn't be coloring live for you guys. But I am actually not doing those techniques for this, so that's why I feel comfortable. I'm okay with showing you guys with what I'm doing now than I used to. So. Jay Fisher wants me to do a Yu-Gi-Oh piece. That'd be fun. Mick Avenger says, am I doing all of them? I wish. No, I'm not. Control what you can control. There you go. That's all you can do, my friend. And thank you, Abhishek, for watching me ever since COVID. And again, that's when we started doing all of this Marvel-style stuff. Was COVID. Now, the way it started, though, was I think I did a Toy Story Marvel style. Like, at first, I had a theme for every day, and I did a Toy Story one first, and it actually got great traction, so I started doing more of them. That's where it started. Okay, I think that's good for now. Can you do another Gravity Falls in a Marvel style? Since the Book of Bill came out. I didn't even know the Book of Bill came out. There you go. Hello, Dr. Awesome. Good to see you, my friend. Do you think that if you cameoed in a movie while drawing, that your subscribers would go exponentially? It's hard to say. I don't know. It's hard to say. It depends on the character. It depends on how popular that movie is. Right? If it's something that's pop culture-y, like, I don't know, say something Marvel-ish. I don't know exponentially. It will grow for sure. It will definitely grow for sure. But for example, I think of someone like Anna Akana. Anna Akana? Anna Akana. I remember her. I drew her for, she won a Streamy. And the Streamies hired me to do these videos of the winners. And then she was one of them that I did. And I met her. She's very sweet. Very nice to meet her. But she was in Ant Man. If you guys remember, she was the girl in Ant Man at the end who did the, you know, who Luis was doing the voice of at the end. And the thing is, she was popular already. She was definitely popular already. But I think from what I remember, I don't think her subscribers changed that much. Like her followers seemed the same after. And again, she had a really good followership, but they seem the same. So I guess it depends. That is a good question, though. I'm not sure. I don't know. So I won't show you guys, you know, I probably won't color this completely. Like, I'm still going to add some effects to this. I'm still going to, you know, maybe do like a colored background to this. So it won't be finished 100% on stream, but I'm definitely showing you way more than I used to. Something like that. Okay. All right, because I'm going to add some glow. I'm going to add some electricity coming out of here. And yeah, okay. All right, I think that's it, guys. I think that's it for today. So before we go, though, a couple things I want to do. By the way, just answering a couple questions here. Jay Fisher says, I've been watching you since you did the live drawings for kids at cons way back when. You were doing IDW stuff. I think I found you drawing the Starscream cover. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Really, that one. Why haven't we seen drawing Transformers in a Marvel set? We'll probably do that sooner than later. My friend Mario has commissioned me to do a Transformer for him, so I'm going to be excited to do that. So we will see some Transformer stuff sooner than later for sure. Let's see here. Thumbnails they're probably one of the most important. You know what, guys? I will tell you this, though. I will tell you this. It's YouTube has been promoting small channels more than ever. I've never seen them promote small channels the way they are now. You look at your home feed, you'll see videos there of things with like just a couple hundred views. You'll see videos there of creators with only like 50 subscribers sometimes. Like, YouTube is definitely getting better at pushing out creators that are small. They're not favoring big creators anymore. The reason is because what they're doing is they are catering to you and your interests. So they don't care which creator is doing it. If they think you're going to be interested in this type of video, they will push it to you. So it's never been easier to try to find the right audience for your work. Okay? Never been easier at all. Okay? So that's why having the thumbnail, if that's the first thing people are going to see of you, that's why having the thumbnail is the most important right now. Thumbnail and title is the most important. Getting them to click on your video is the most important. Now, of course, your content is important as well. That's the second most important. But getting them to even give your video a shot, that's the most important. So even me, like I think my live thumbs could be way better than they are now. But it's just a matter of me trying to figure it out. But with that in mind, get them to click. Number two, get them to stay. Those are the two things that you need to do. So there you go. Because I want to. Let's see here. Okay, there you go. There you go. So anyway, with that in mind, guys, before we go, we're going to do what we did yesterday, okay? And I am going to put the poll up for tomorrow. Okay, so let me get your suggestions right now. What do you want me to draw tomorrow, my friend? What do you want me to draw tomorrow? What would you like for me to draw tomorrow? And I'm going to go to YouTube for this, by the way. Let's see there. Here, YouTube. Go to YouTube here. Okay, what would you guys like me to draw tomorrow? I wouldn't mind staying the Marvel Rivals theme. Like I was thinking, you know, we can do more Marvel Rivals tomorrow. Some of you guys were suggesting Galactica, the Fantastic Four. Knuckle Sandwich still wants that ugly car from Transformers. I'll put that up against vehicles, okay, but maybe not tomorrow. Let's see here. Tom and Jerry, Doraemon, Indian superheroes. Okay, that'd be interesting. Probably not the cultural ones for now. We probably won't do something cultural tomorrow. I am, because it's a Saturday, I can go a tiny bit longer tomorrow. So let me think. Grandpa Robotnik, maybe not Robotnik. We probably won't do Robotnik because we just did that yesterday. Let me think here. Anyone on Instagram? You guys know what I want to draw tomorrow? Jar wants me to draw something related to Christopher Nolan videos. Interstellar. Now, I think I wanted to draw something a little bit more superheroic-y. Okay, well, you know what? I'll figure it out. Let me think. If you have an idea, please go to the community tab, and let me see if I have it up here. I do. Okay. If you have an idea, go here to the community tab, and go down here to right here. Give me suggestions. Can I pin this? No, I can't. So go here to the give me the suggestion what to draw Marvel Self for 2025. And we got a whole bunch of suggestions in here. I'll take a look at this and I will pick from here. Okay, I will pick from here the suggestions for tomorrow, okay? That's what I will do, okay? So give me your suggestions, go put it here. Knuckle Sandwich says famous vehicles. Gerald the Grandpa, I don't even know what that is. Voltus 5. So you can go here and we will do that here, okay? But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining in on today's stream. I really do appreciate it, whatever platform you are watching on. If you were able to spend a couple seconds here or a few minutes, I really do appreciate it. Thank you for helping me color this Marvel Rivals piece. It took me the whole amount of time. 2.5 hours to actually go ahead and coloring this thing. So I appreciate you guys joining in on the fun. Make sure you join me tomorrow. Tomorrow we will actually do an actual drawing, and I do appreciate your support and for this channel and everything, guys. So whatever you're doing today, have yourselves a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves and your family. Keep drawing. Make sure you join the Discord. Please do like, subscribe, share, all of that fun stuff. Don't forget to give me a high five right here. I can only do it in front of the camera today. High five right here. And thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best. My name is James. I am the box office artist. I'm here to say keep drawing. I'll see you all next time. Take care.